Could just be that he's just not... Ah, well... I think the past few personas he's been using... no, but it's like that for everyone else, right? Like, like, Maki hasn't really... Her personas hasn't really been focused on attacking that much. I mean, it's not like Nanjo is the only one who has had personas which aren't exactly focused on attacking. Well, yeah, maybe. I'm not sure why exactly. The experience distribution in this game is also a little bit wonky, because you have to get most things done to actually take more experience than everyone else. Yeah. And yeah, it's not like I really try to pay attention to it. Like, I haven't actively focused on having Nanjo get the killing blows all the time. I mean, he can't with the current persona. He can only attack one target at a time. So it's like too much effort to try to bother with it every fight. Like every encounter. So I think I'll just try to even it out somehow later on. If I can just get some fusions going. And give Nanjo a persona which, you know, kicks some more ass. Yeah, well, we'll try it out and see how it goes. I don't know why. I always try to have party members be around the same levels in RPGs. It's just you never know when they might get separated, and and some of them might be weaker than everyone else. Yeah, it's just something I try to do. Yeah. So I've been. It was a very long time since I last played it, but that was a very handy feature in Final Fantasy 13. It didn't matter who was in your party lineup, because everyone would always get the same amount of I forgot what it's called. But yeah, everyone always got the same amount of points to allocate for the Crystarium. Like, so you could just, and also every time you switched out, yeah, you could just switch out party members and it wouldn't really matter, because they would all be around, they would all receive the same amount of points to use in the Crystarium, but the only difference would be what kind of role you would specialize in. So, but technically everyone would always receive the same amount of points. But that's more like a quality of life thing, I suppose. Okay, I'm not going that way. Yeah. yeah, I'm just thinking about things that are happening in November, and so I've been reading some gaming news recently, and yeah, PlayStation 4 is apparently coming out pretty soon. I can't really say that I've been reading up on everything about the console, but yeah, unlike the PS3, I'm not going to just buy it almost at launch. I'm going to wait. I just don't see any games out which are coming out in the immediate future that I want to play, so... Okay, that one leads back to the beginning. Let's go this way. So I just don't feel the need to buy it. I mean, it's all about the games, really, when it comes to these things. Yeah. I don't know, maybe later, if they release another model which is even more slimmer than the current one, if they can do that, I might buy it. But yeah, I mean, I think still that the PS3 has some... There are still some potential titles which could come out for the PS3. And besides, I do have a backlog on the PS3 as well, anyhow. I mean, I have a backlog in every console I own, pretty much. Not to mention that I'm going to be very occupied with 3DS games when the time is right to buy one. Okay, let's not do the same mistake with these guys as last time. But yeah. So other than the potential PS4 games that might come out, what else is there? Like that streaming service, so that you can play PS... Seriously? So that you can play PS3 games on it? Yeah, I mean, I don't put too much trust into it. I think that if you have a PS3, you might as well just play the games on your PS3 rather than play them on the PS4. But it might be a good purchase for those who don't have a PS3 and are just considering, should I buy it so I can play PS3 games on it? And it might be a good thing. It's just that, I mean, isn't the service based on streaming, which means that it will depend on your connection for it to not, you know, become an issue. Because if it's streaming, then there's actually the potential for delays or lag or whatever. So it's not, yeah, it will become more like a PC experience, where the hardware is usually not the problem. It is the actual, well, something else that the game depends on. Yeah. But yeah, if I had to choose, I would buy a PS4 rather than an Xbox One. Like, there's almost no games I would want on the Xbox. But yeah, I mean, it's a good console. There are some good games on it, but I just know that the games that I prefer or want to play in the future when they come out will most likely be on the PS4 and not on Xbox. What? Really? Wow, okay. That's Nanjo really has some bad luck, doesn't he? Really? Character is immobile. He's dead. He's not well, okay, I guess he's no, he's not even lying on the ground. You can't see him. Why can't I? Okay, this is new. That's that sucks. But yeah, like I'm kind of hoping for Persona 5 to come out on the PS3. Doesn't really matter where it comes out though. I mean, I have a very strong feeling of that Atlus will release an enhanced version of the game, like Persona 5 Golden, the Ultimate, or Persona 5 FS Portable, whatever. So yeah, I think based on my own predictions and estimations, when I will have time for it, the game, I might as well just buy the enhanced version. Like, yeah, I've already, I mean, I've talked about this before. There's like at least 4 SMT games on the 3DS. 4. We're taking one step at a time here. We're not following the flow here. So yeah, I'll always be behind in terms of games which are released, which I want to play. But isn't that really the same thing for everyone? Like, technically there are so many games that are released, and if you have a very broad range in taste for what games you want to play, you're never going to catch up, because they will over-release, because developers will always release new games all the time. I can't imagine anyone who does not have a backlog. Not to mention there's like games on the PC that I want to play as well, so... Well, it's fine really. It's like plenty of plenty of games you can still play when you're retired, even. If the means to play the games are still around at that time. Let's not think too far ahead. Let's try to take it one step at a time. Yeah, I mean, good things comes to those who wait. Which seems to be extra true for the gaming industry. Like, there's barely been any games which have been worth it to buy full price on launch day. The latest purchase I made, which was almost on launch day, was Battlefield 3 for the PC, and I regret that so much. Like, I played the game a bit together with some friends over Skype, but I've spent like less than 10 hours on it. Totally regret that purchase. So ever since then I haven't really bothered with any kinds of launch day purchases. I just wait. So I tend to prefer to buy games when they go on sale. And if they're good, I'll eventually buy them, but usually not straight away. Although, I guess there's exceptions to the rule. I paid almost full price for Killer's Dead. And instead I also spent, you know, a decent, not a high amount, but I did pay for Killer 7 too, on Amazon. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that there aren't that many games nowadays which I feel are worth it to buy. Or I don't know, it's not just, there's multiple reasons why I buy a game early, if it's an exception. But there's also a lot of games which usually come out, which I just don't pique my interest so much that I want to buy them right away. Most of the time. Oh. 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 Oh, okay. So that save room there was... I couldn't reach it, but this room was also a save room. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, I'm out.